Hello everyone, today we are talking about a topic that impacts every one of us, the cost of losing your morals. In a world where success is often measured by wealth or influence, it's so easy to forget that our integrity and ethics are truly priceless. But what really happens when we start to trade our values for a shortcut to the top? Let's dive into it. Morals are essentially the foundation of our character. They're our internal compass, guiding our decisions, shaping our behavior, and ultimately defining how other people see us. When we start to compromise these core values for things like money, power, or even just convenience, we might see some short-term gains. It can feel like we're getting ahead, like we've found a secret code to success, but the long-term effects can be incredibly damaging. Imagine building a beautiful house on a shaky foundation. Sooner or later, cracks start to appear, and the whole structure becomes unstable. It's the same with our lives. Those quick wins can lead to a slow, but certain, collapse of everything we've built, both personally and professionally. Sticking to our principles isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent and true to who we are at our core, even when it's difficult. One of the first and most painful consequences of losing your morals is broken relationships. Trust is such a fragile thing. It can take years to build, but only a moment to shatter. And once it's gone, it's almost impossible to fully rebuild. Your friends, your family, your colleagues, they will notice when you start acting unethically. They might not say anything at first, but they'll feel a shift. The way they look at you changes, the way they talk to you changes. This can leave you feeling incredibly isolated, even if you appear successful on the outside. You could be surrounded by people, have all the material success in the world, but feel completely alone because you've lost the genuine connections that make life meaningful. The truth is, people are drawn to authenticity and integrity. When you lose that, you lose the very thing that makes others want to be around you for the right reasons. Another heavy cost is the personal guilt and inner conflict that follows. When you consistently act against your own values, it creates a war within yourself. Your conscience knows what's right, but your actions are saying something different. This internal battle causes a huge amount of mental stress and anxiety. You might find it hard to sleep. You might feel on edge all the time, or you might develop a constant sense of unease that you just can't shake. Over time, this can seriously impact your mental health, your happiness, and your overall quality of life. No amount of money, no fancy title, no amount of external success can ever replace a clear conscience and inner peace. The feeling of being comfortable in your own skin, knowing you've done the right thing, is a form of wealth that can't be bought. Furthermore, your reputation suffers, and this can be devastating. In a professional setting, unethical behavior can absolutely ruin careers. We see it all the time in the news. A moment of poor judgment can erase decades of hard work. In society, it damages your legacy. Think about how you want to be remembered. People remember actions far more than they remember words. Losing your moral compass can leave a permanent mark that lasts a lifetime, long after the material gains have faded away. A good reputation is one of your most valuable assets. It opens doors, it creates opportunities, and it earns you respect. Once it's tarnished by unethical actions, it's incredibly difficult to repair. The shadow of those choices can follow you for a very, very long time. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Staying true to your morals may not always be the easiest or the fastest path, but it is, without a doubt, the most rewarding one in the long run. Integrity, honesty, and ethical behavior are the building blocks of trust, respect, and genuine, lasting happiness. These are things that no amount of wealth or power can ever truly buy. Always remember, the cost of losing your morals is far, far greater than any temporary gain you might achieve. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next one.